Right, so crash 500. We are still stuck. We're still stuck in this zone. Remember, we have this consolidation that was there for quite a number of days here. This was the consolidation that was there for quite a number of days. So the market eventually managed to break below the consolidation, break to the downside of the consolidation. So right now, after that break now, we are realizing that the market, we took some sales yesterday, we took some sales and made money on the sales upon this retest. Break, retest, and we took sales. So after realizing that this market established this support, then we came out of the sales. So far, the market is being blocked by the support to continue going down. So remember, our target at the bottom there is the first target. We targeted based on the daily. We looked on the daily support and resistance, which is this area, which is the first target. Then the second target, we looked at the order block that broke that structure there, that broke that daily structure. That is the second target according to what we are looking at on the right. So first target is this zone here, this zone. Second target is the order block that broke structure, which is this order block. Once you see that one being broken, we are coming to this one. So those are the other levels that I'm looking at. These are just the extreme levels that I'm looking for the market to come to. These are just extreme levels, and that zone, and that one as well. This one and this one. So those are other targets that I might also consider for the market to come to. The zones where the market broke structure, the zones where the market broke structure, the zones that precipitated market to break structure. For example, this was a structure then broken here. What broke the structure? Either is this order block or this order block. So somewhere around those levels as well. I'm also expecting Crash 500 to come there. So right now, the only thing that I'm waiting for on Crash 500 is simply for the market to break this support, give us some structures, go down, then bounce from there, or continue all the way to the downside before going back up. So that is what I'm looking at. Once that support is broken, once that support on Crash 500 is broken, we will consider taking sell positions. Once the support is broken, that's when we'll consider taking sell positions on Crash 500. So that is my report right now so far for Crash 500. Once you see it breaking there, first target is there, second, third target there. Then once you see it coming to these zones, these are simply buying zones. These are simply buying zones. Either one of those is a very beautiful buying zone. So that is my lookout for Crash 500. Let's look at Boom 500. Boom 500, you realize that let me just delete everything. Right, Boom 500, we are having some form of a bullish bias that has been happening so far. I have this daily support, daily resistance that has been tending to support. Right. So if you check already, it was forming higher highs, higher lows on the daily, which is something that is good. So we managed to break this resistance according to this daily candle we broke above. So today's daily candle, if ever this break is genuine and it's really true, this daily candle of today, it has to reject and close above the zone for it to continue going all the way to the upside. Right. So when I'm looking for targets, I look at the swing levels, the swing highs, the swing lows, For example, this zone here as well. That was a double top, the neckline of a double top. So those are my two zones that I'm looking at for the targets of the buys. Why this level? Neckline broken, retested, most probably the market will respect it in the future. So somehow that is my zone, first zone. Second zone, I'm looking at this swing high there. So another zone that you can also consider is a zone whereby you can draw. So you realize that the scenario that we're seeing on B5 is most probably a similar scenario to what is happening on the VIX, whereby you have a downward channel like this, you have a downward channel like that, and then the market right now on the VIX, it's at the bottom of the channel. It's at the bottom of the downward channel. It's somewhere at the bottom here. So right now that's why we're expecting VIX to go up, come to the top of the channel before continuing to sell. So same thing that we are seeing on our B5. We're looking forward for such a similar move on B5, because we're in a downward channel. As you can see, this is the daily. So far I'm still expecting the markets to push all the way to this zone before maybe deciding to go down. So first target there before maybe it goes back down, since we're in a major downward channel according to the daily time frame. So that is also what we're looking at. So this one that we have marked here, this support zone that we've marked is now a zone where we're expecting to take buy entry. So now this daily candle, as I said, it just to reject and close above for the buys to continue and push all the way to that zone. So I'll just drop this target and put it here where we're targeting to. Most probably get sales. So that is what we're looking at on Boom 500. Once that daily candle closes above, it means the following day and the following days, Boom 500 is simply going to be booming and buying from that zone. So that is the zone. That is the whole zone. That is the whole zone that we can mark. This is the zone. So that's the zone. So already it broke above. So right now what we want, two things that I want when I'm looking at the 4 hour. I want the market to bounce and reject and close above. Another thing, I want the market as well to break the previous high. That is also another good entry trigger that one can use. The break of the previous highs, which is this area here. When you see the market coming back to break these highs here, one can actually also consider taking their buys after the break of those highs there at the top. So either the break of the highs, you take your buys there, or somewhere around this area here. Somewhere around this area here. Once you get your break, fail to retest break. So somewhere we are retesting here. Once we retest here, one can actually take buy positions on the boom 500. You can see Fibonacci, it's around the 61.8 Fibonacci already, which is a good entry point. So once it bounces down 61.8, one can actually consider taking buy positions. Then the next entry can get it around the break of the 0%, break and retest of the 0%. One can also take buy positions there. Targeting, that is one that we marked on a daily time frame. So two zones. This one, once this market comes, it rejects there, one can buy. Same as there. These are the my buying my entry zones for the Boom 500. This zone and that zone. So even if I miss this one, I'm looking forward to the entry there at the top there. So that is it for Boom 500. Crash 500 I explained as well. I also need to mark the entry point for the Crash 500. The entry point is somewhere on the break here. That is where my entry point is going to be for Crash 500 for the sales. I'm going to sell after the break of that support. So already I've marked my entry zones, my targets and everything. it's now just waiting time and waiting while we're outside. So far, boom 500, I think is the one that might give some entries as of now, since crash 500 hasn't broken the support. So B5 already is on the support as well. Broke the support, now coming back to retest. So boom 500 seems like it's quite a bit opportunistic as of now. The opportunity, as I'm looking at things, might be on the B5 as of now. So that is my lookout. That is my current lookout right now. That is my current lookout of things on the zone here. So once we get the rejection here, we'll simply take our buy positions from the next entry point is that zone. So that is my lookout for the VIX, for the boom and the crash 500.